Hey, um, good evening, guys. Once again, and welcome to class. So today we'll be going into the ideate stage. So we'll start by carrying out like wireframe and also other activities like the crazy eight. So before we start properly, I would just like to get your reaction on the chat to show your readiness for the class. Hey, not seeing anybody. Very ready, right? Okay. Okay, I believe that we are all ready for today's class. Um, can somebody tell me what they understand by the ideate stage or ideate phase in the 5 stage of design thinking process? Just need one person. All right. Henry, can unmute and speak.
All right, good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Yeah, so what I understand by the ideate phase is the point in the design process where after you've done your user research and you've identified the exact problem or the top priority problem, then you begin to think about possible ideas that could best solve that problem. The ideas can be more than one, and after a while, you also need to streamline those ideas to get the favorable one to work with. You might use different methods to go about this, just like the last class when you talked about the Moscow method. You can also use that and other methods to look how impactful the idea would be, and look at how minimal resource or how minimal you required of when it comes to resources. So that's just what I understand about the ideate. Thank you.
Thank you. Gloria.
Okay, from my own understanding, ideate is a phase after you've evaluated this a problem and you've defined it. Ideate is the phase where you gather as much solution as possible. You just keep gathering what you think should be a solution, no matter how many it is, quantity over quality. This phase, you don't judge whatever solution you're bringing. You're just gathering as much solutions you think should solve the problem. So that is what the ideating is all about.
Okay, thank you so much. So the idea stage comes immediately after the define stage where you had to start brainstorming possible solution to the problem statement. The goal of ideation is to come up with many design solutions as possible. So at this stage, you're going to be carrying out sketches, wireframing, and mind mapping, and the crazy eight. And like I say, the crazy eight, you are given 8 minutes to come up with 8 different solutions about for your problem statement. So today we'll be looking at wireframing and how to create wireframe with Figma and other softwares out there. So wireframe is more like a low fidelity sketch of a digital product. You can also say what a wireframe is a low fidelity blueprint of a website or mobile app interface layout. So wireframe focuses more on functionality, structure, rather than visual design aspect like color, font, and image. So wireframes are usually in black and white. Black and white, putting it in black and white will help to like reduce the distraction on the design. And also you can have manual wireframes where you can do freehand sketch with your pen and paper. You can also have digital wireframe where you can use software like FeedJam, wireframe.cc to bring forth the blueprint or this a sketch of how you want your design to be structured, how you want elements or layout in each page or screen to be structured. The wireframes actually be created with pen and paper, depending on how much information that you want to input on your design. So wireframe is like one of the skills a UX designer should have. It's help you to like communicate your ideas to your stakeholders and other members of the company or your users, depending when you want to like prototype the wireframe and send it to your users to interact with. So what is the purpose of wireframing in US? We have a lot of reason why we need to like carry out wireframe, why wireframe is important. So the first one is wireframe keeps the concept user focused. What do I mean by this? Wireframing facilitates feedback from users and also instigates conversations with your stakeholders and general idea between designers. Because most times if you are communicating the ideas and actually like sharing site map, sharing user flow, they might not really like understand the concepts behind each of the flow that you are sharing. It's more like a way of showing them a clearer picture, but in this state is in white and black. Also, wireframe also clarify features and navigation. So when communicating your ideas, when you're working for clients, most of them don't really know parts of design. Like when you're communicating to someone that is not used to like design or design interface, they might not really understand what a home page is or what a navigation bar is, or even what a hero image is on action button. So wireframe will actually help you to like show them like a visual representation of how you want your elements to be structured in your page. So wireframe also are quick and cheap to create. You don't need to spend money. You can, with your pen and paper, you can just quickly sketch something. Even on your whiteboard, you can really just quickly sketch an idea to your stakeholders, your clients, and other parts of your design team to navigate with. So wireframe actually helps to like identify pinpoints, because when there's no distraction on your designs, users are actually just seeing white and black, just seeing like shapes and all that. They're able to like understand it. Because when you start adding colors, it might just deviate from the functionality and start looking at the beauty of the product. It can also help to like identify mistakes, and you can actually make changes on wireframe faster than on a finished product. That is why as a good designer, as a US UI designer, it's always good for you to like sketch ideas first, present it to your stakeholders, present it to your team members. If the idea is approved and everything is all right, you can now move ahead to design your high fidelity design. Then we have different types of wireframes. We have low, mid fidelity wireframe, low fidelity wireframe, mid fidelity wireframe, high fidelity wireframe. Before I continue, does anyone have questions so far about wireframe before we move to the types of wireframes? Okay, no question, we are good. So we have the low fidelity wireframe and we have the mid. Okay, Vincent.
Okay, good evening, ma'am. Please, I'm having a little challenge, network problem over here. Please, can you give a recap on the wireframe, please?
Vincent, send in your question on the chat. Can't really hear you. Can't hear you. Send it on the chat. That means respond to you.
Okay, please, I said I'm having a little network problem.
Okay, you can actually like leave the call and join back. So we have different types of wireframes. We have the low fidelity wireframes, we have the mid fidelity wireframes, and the high fidelity wireframe. So the low fidelity wireframe is more like rough sketches, pen and paper. You can actually like have a digital form too. But most low fidelity wireframes are done with pen and paper, rough sheet and all that. So it's more about basic sketches, rough idea of a layout, quick and easy to create. They're actually very quick and easy to create. Then here is a very good example of what a low fidelity wireframe looks like. You see, this is like a login page where you have your email and you have your password, then you have a button. So it's just something that just focusing more on functionality rather than the aesthetics of the design, more than the beauty of the design. So this shape here is usually used to represent an image. So this is more like an image. This is an input field that contains a text that's email, that's for users to like input their email. Then you have a password, then you have a button. This is a login. Most time rough sketches, people might not really understand it. So they're actually like key things that you must factor in your wireframe to make it easier for people to like understand. You must make use of shapes, lines, and logos in order for you to like communicate your ideas properly. So this is more like a home page. Yeah. This is more like a search result. When the user search for a particular stuff, the result the user gets here, then you have like a detailed view. So when you pick a particular item or particular results that you have gotten from here, you can now see the detailed, more like the product view. Then you have like a review page where you can actually give a review. Then you see where you can actually like submit review submitted. So it's more like a blueprint that represents your idea, but this time around it's on the screen and usually on white and black or freehand sketch. Then you have mid fidelity wireframe. So mid fidelity wireframe more is in between the gap between the high fidelity and the low fidelity. Mid fidelity actually represents more detailed form of the low fidelity wireframe. So but this time around, there is no color, there is no typography and specific components. It's more detailed than the low fidelity. You can actually include text, more detailed content and all that. Let's look at a good example here. So this is a good example of a mid fidelity. This one is better and it's more easy to understand. You can see that there are tests attached to it. There's also like a navigation bar attached to it, but this one might still on black and white, but this one contains more information than the freehand sketch, which is a low fidelity wireframe. Then we have high fidelity wireframe. This one is just slightly close to the finished design. So you can play around with some colors, some text, but still maintaining that black and white feel on the page. So it's actually like the last design, the last layout they can actually present to your developers before the design is finally approved, then ready for development. So you don't necessarily need to do all of them. You don't necessarily need to do the low, the mid, and the high. You can just do one. Therefore, it's just always better for you. The idea is for you to communicate ideas to your stakeholders and show a visual representation of what each page entails and the kind of layout that be on the same page. You can just pick low and do. You can pick mid and mid. But me personally, I do the sketching with my book, then I move to Figma and see if I can still sketch an idea before I now move to the high fidelity design. Does anyone have any questions so far? Okay, Ike.
Good evening, ma'am. Good evening, everyone. Um, I have a question on mid fidelity wireframe. I missed it. Please, can I see? Can you project the mid fidelity wireframe?
You missed it. You want to look at it, or you missed it. You're not in class.
Sorry, I want to look at it, and I also missed the explanation.
Okay. When I'm
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. So Gabriel,
Ma? Yes, ma'am. Is there about that mid fidelity?
all right. So I'll go over the mid fidelity again. So mid fidelity contain more representation of the layout compared to low fidelity. You have more content, a well-detailed layout compared to the low fidelity. Looking at the mid fidelity, you know that, okay, it's a bit confusing, but here with the mid fidelity, you feel like everything is stated like out properly. When you see like a button, you don't need somebody to tell you, okay, this is like a button, this is like a search, compared to here when you need somebody to interpret it for you. Exactly. But the thing is that all of them are still on black and white. They're still maintaining that low fidelity feel, which is on black and white. But this just that mid fidelity now contain more detail. Image have been added, navigation is added, and search menu, like more content and more layouts compared to the mid fidelity. Is that clear?
Yes. Thank you. Please, can I see the write-up under mid fidelity wireframe?
Okay, you see that by the end of the class. Yeah?
Okay. All right.
Okay, this is what a high fidelity wireframe looks like. See maintaining the ash white. You can actually, for wireframing, you can actually use like all black or gray, but just focusing more on black, gray, and white. You can actually make use of black, gray, and white. But the moment you start adding color, you have moved from wireframe now to high fidelity of the product. So high fidelity have more have more layouts than mid fidelity. You see, looking at this one, it's more like it's popping, and you can see, okay, they have added a bit of a popping color, even like a button, a colored button, and all that. So it's just like different stages, but all of them are just wireframe, depending on how you want to like represent your ideas to your stakeholders. So the elements that you should include on your wireframe logo, search input, header, share button, placeholder. So if you're actually like designing your wireframe and you don't really have like text to put in, you can actually use plugin like Lorem Issue to like generate dummy text for you to put. Especially when you're just trying to sketch ideas, you're not really concerned about the kind of content that you want to have display on your platform. So for high fidelity wireframe, you include navigation, contact information, footer, and all that, but still maintaining the white and black feel. Yeah. So we'll look at how to create wireframe with FigJam, and also with wireframe.cc. So before I will move to FigJam, does anyone have any question again before we move? Ike, do you have a question? Okay, no question. All right. Okay. Please let me confirm that you can see my FigJam.
No, I can't see your picture.
All right. Can you see it now?
Yes, I can see your screen now, your picture.
Thank you. Okay, as usual, we're going to try to, let's pick some pages that we can do from our user flow. Let's just pick some that we can do. Where is that user flow? Okay. Yeah. Okay, I think we do the splash screen, onboarding screen, and maybe login and sign up screen. But if time permits, we can do the home page. But I would like to introduce us to wireframe.cc. So we use FigJam and use wireframe.cc to create our wireframes tonight. So I'm just going to take a frame. So I'm going to call these okay, Gabriel, you have a question.
Yeah, I want to ask you a question. Still on information architecture.
Okay, after the wireframe, you can ask that question. Just write it down.
All right.
Okay. Okay, so we're going to design some screens so that you get familiar with how to use FigJam to do your wireframes. But most designers they actually do their wireframes on with other tools like Lucid, like wireframe.cc. But since we are using FigJam, since we use FigJam for our sitemap and user flow, so let's use FigJam and also create our wireframe before we check wireframe.cc. We're going to create the splash screen. All right. So for this one, we're going to be working with so the wireframe I'm going to be creating is like mid fidelity wireframe. So I'm going to add some text and add some layout. Yeah. So we're just assuming that this is our okay. So no, if you want to use your do your wireframe, you're going to be playing around with like shape like a rectangle. So I'm going to like take the rectangle to something that represents like, so let's say we are designing for a, let me say an app. So we just do one for app, then we'll do one for website. Let me say login page also. Can you all see my screen? Please confirm on the chat. All right. Okay. Okay, it's okay. Thank you. I'm going to make it white. I'm going to change this to white. Okay. No. I'm going to click on this frame and change it to white. Yeah. Yeah. Change it to white. So I'm going to add a stroke so that I'm going to add like a stroke. Yeah, this is okay. So if I'm designing a splash screen, I'm going to take my pen tool and I'm going to write splash screen here. splash screen. We all know what a splash screen is. I'm just going to increase it a bit and right here. So for my splash screen, I would like to have like a logo, like a background with a logo in here. So maybe I would like the background to be white. Then I'll just like take, so assuming this is my logo. So I'm going to take the tool. I'm going to place this in the center. I'm going to change the color to our brown. Okay. And I'm going to remove the, I'm going to write logo here, showing that on my main design, what is going to be here is a logo. Actually, I reduce it a bit. Okay. Let's put it here. The splash here just like, yeah, it just comes out. You don't need to do much about it. So the next thing I'm going to do is like on onboarding screen. The onboarding screen should actually contain image. The onboarding screen actually like, you can put like an illustration or an image, or maybe what, let's say this is like a fintech app. So you can actually like put an illustration indicating that this is a fintech app and maybe get started button. Onboarding screen. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to take a shape here. Take this. Okay, so to represent image, we normally you can actually like cross it, or you can just use your pencil and write image here, depending on how you want to like represent your idea. So I'm just going to take a line tool. I'm just going to, does this work? Straight lines. I'm just going to draw a straight line from here. I think I'll just draw it outside and drag it. Okay. Wow, it's trying to be funny. So I can just remove, just make it a straight arrow instead of having like, okay, this is okay. So I can just duplicate this. Okay, that's acting funny. Let me just click it. Sometimes most people prefer to like even sketch with their pen and paper. But it's a lot easier if you're doing it on Figma. Yeah. So I can now take I just write image here. It shows that image goes in here. I can just increase the text. Put it in the middle. So the next thing is going to be on our on onboarding screen is we're going to have like a progress bar. Onboarding screens are usually like 3, more like a summary of what your whole application is all about, just like to onboard you to the platform, to the app or a website. Trying to reduce this a bit. Yeah. Let's just leave it like this for now. Okay, so we're going to have like add a test. So I'm going to take the test. I'm going to left click. Let's see. So let's go to our plugin. So we're going to add another plugin now. I'm going to use like a dummy test plugin. Okay, sorry, Lauren. Let's wait for it to load. So just increase a wait. Yeah, I think it's loaded. So okay. I'll take my test. Please, if you're confused at any point, just call my attention by raising up your hand. So you're just to add like a test, you have to like bring out a space for the test. So they will not ask you how many sentences you want to generate. Let's just say 10. Let's see what I do. Yeah. I feel like this one is even more. So I will just reduce it to small. Still too much. I think I will just delete some here. I'll delete some and just put it here. So this is more like an onboarding. Another feature of an onboarding is that you have like a progress bar to share the use that you tell the user, okay, you're in the first one, 2 more to go, or you're in the last one, you cannot get started. So we're going to use our shape here, and it's going to be, I think this is okay. Let's zoom in a little. So the first one, when the user is on the first one, let's leave it as something. Okay, this is still okay. So when the user is in the first one, we'll make it darker. Yeah. As the user progresses, the color will change to, I think I still need to reduce this a little. So sorry, it's messy. I'm still going to duplicate it. Yeah. So for the first one should be dark. Second one, let's leave it, let's make it lighter. And let's also make it okay, sorry, this same color, light. So just keep it here. Make sure that the user is on the first one. The first messy. Okay. Let's just leave it here. Okay. The next thing we are going to have is a get started button. Well, I think we are forgetting something. I think I should also keep like a text up here that says skip for users that don't want to see the onboard. Maybe you have seen it before and it's not something that you want to see again. So you can just do this here. So you can actually skip if you don't want the whole onboarding process. That's if you know what the app is all about and you don't want to like be onboarded. Let me reduce this if it's a problem. Okay, it's okay now. You just have to manage it in like this one. It's trying to be funny. So I just leave it like this. It's better. Push it down. So the next we're going to like have a button that says get started or okay. I just change this button to the same color with this side. So get started. That's to differentiate that it's a button. I can actually like give it this type of button here. Then I can duplicate it and say login. Login. Then I can change the button to white or something like this. So we are done with our one of our onboarding screen. Are we all clear? If we are clear, let's just type clear so I can continue. Can you guys hear me? Okay. Antonia, you have a question? You can unmute and ask.
Please, this image here, is it the user's image or any image at all?
Sorry, come again.
The image that you crossed, is it the user's image that should be there or any image?
Okay, this is an onboarding screen. An onboarding screen is more like to onboard you about a platform. So more like a summary of platform. So if this is like a logistic app, you can just say like an image or an illustration that represent logistic. This is an app. This is not like user anything. This is just like an app. So this is your splash screen. So when you download it from Play Store, that first screen that you see, it can just be, depending on how the app is represented, depending on how the interface is. So you get to see your logo. Then the next thing, you can now be onboarded as a user. So they will tell you more about the app. You can always keep, if you already know about, a good example, anytime you want to use your Xender, you see that you have like a skip. So sometimes Xender tends to like onboard users every time, especially when you just like update the app or you have not used the app in a long time and you want to use it. You get to like see sometimes advertisements, sometimes like small onboarding where you can actually like skip or any application at all. Like you get to see the onboarding first. So it's just like the product image or the idea behind the product image that you can put here. Is that clear?
Yes,
Anthony,
ma'am. Thank you. It is. Thank you.
you can take time and look for an app on your Play Store or Apple Store and download and see how you can before you land on the home page. You have to like land on the splash screen on board where you can skip or can click on get started from here. Then you land on the sign up screen. When you click on login, you land on the login screen. Exactly.
Yes, ma'am. It is. Thank you.
Angel.
Ma.
Good evening.
Yeah, this wireframe, is it low fidelity or high
So
or
this one is
mid?
mid fidelity.
Okay, it's mid. Okay.
Yes. Yeah, because I'm putting more detail than when I would just place if I just place let me just give an example. Another person that have similar. If I just place sorry, let me get another shape and place it here and change the color. I don't write anything. I duplicate it. It's like lines here. Duplicate the line. So this line is more like I'm trying to like say, this is a test. You understand?
Yes, ma.
Then next I'll pick this again and put it in two places and say, okay, for you, that is you're the one doing it, you understand what you're doing, but to communicate it to another person, you have to like add like notes beside them and say, okay, this is where the image goes, this is like a test, this is like a button, this is like a button. So this is more like a mid fidelity. That's clear, right?
Yes, ma.
And Gabriel.
All right. Now, I want to know this get started button here. Did you add this get started button?
Yeah.
Did you add auto layout?
No, I didn't add auto layout.
Oh, okay. What is it now?
So that's why most people prefer to use jam to design. If I want to move anything from here, I need to first of all like group it if I will move it. So jam does not have auto layout. Let me see. Okay, let's group it. So let me do Control D. Yes. So for the second one, now you discover that you will now have an arrow for someone that wants to go back. So this is onboarding one. One. So we'll just do the onboarding, do the login, and do the home screen. Then we'll go and do it at wireframe.cc. So it's more like another test, but this time around, this we change this one to white so that the user have left the first. User have left the first onboarding screen to the second one. So now we are going to add an arrow that say, okay, if the user don't want to go back to the first one and maybe read more, the user needs an arrow that will like take him or her back. Let me just undo this. Take so you can always sketch with your pen and paper if you're more comfortable. You must not sketch with jam. So if you sketch with your pen and paper, so when you're asked to submit, you have to take a screenshot and import it here, or you take a screenshot and submit. But for beginners, I always advise to get to know how to use the tools. Then when you are more familiar, you can now play around. So let's just leave this as white, maybe white, yeah. Yeah, this arrow looks funny. I don't know what's wrong with this arrow. Just trying to reduce it. I think I will just leave it. Let me acting funny. Huh? Let's use this one instead. Let me see if I can reduce it small. I think I'll just leave it like that too. Otherwise, no, we reduce it to sticking big. We just take another one and draw them. Sorry guys, I don't know what's wrong with the arrow. I just take one. Oh, the sudden. I don't even know why it's disabled here. Let's pick another one. I think I'll just leave it till I figure out what the problem is. I'll try and do it in the second one. Let's see. And move. So in order for me to create another page now, to let me just highlight Control G to duplicate, sorry, to group, like Control D to duplicate. Then, so this is onboarding tree now. We'll change the color to this again. Change the color to this is the last one. We have reached the last one. The next thing we are going to do after the onboarding comes, so when the user click on login, the screen that the user should see. The user clicks on get started, the screen that the user should see. So login, so get started, you require like an input field down. Okay, let me just think how the login will be. Okay, Angel, you have a question?
Ma. Yes,
Yeah.
ma.
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, ma. Please, the difference between home page and the onboarding screen. I can't place it.
Okay, onboarding is like, you
Home
know,
page.
can you hear me?
Yes, ma.
So the onboarding is more like a summary, a whole summary of the product. Like when you came into KodeCamp, you guys did orientation, you guys did onboarding and all that, told you what KodeCamp is all about, what you're going to do. You understand? Their homepage now just has like everything, all the activities that you carry out on your app or your website. So either it's a home page or a dashboard. So on a website, it's like a dashboard. On a mobile app, it's like a home page. So it will contain your name, your profile picture, maybe your recent activities. So if it's like a transaction page, it will contain your recent activity, your navigation bar, your picture, your profile picture, and maybe what the application is all about. So if it's a fintech, I'll be able to like see withdraw, add money and all that. Then be able to see beneath it, you're able to see transaction history. On top, you'll be able to see your notifications, especially when you like get a notification, a message, or maybe like get to check your debit or credit alert. Be able to see your profile picture. Beneath it, you'll be able to see your navigation, showing home, setting, and all that. Do you understand?
Yes, ma.
Yeah. So on the moment you click on WhatsApp and WhatsApp opens, the moment you click on WhatsApp, right?
I can hear. Yes, I'm with you, ma.
The moment you click on WhatsApp on your phone screen, if you see a splash screen, the next thing you're going to see is a home page. So the home page contains your chats, updates, community call, and all your chats. You can also see like, yeah, exactly. So yeah. So this onboarding screen is more like a summary of what WhatsApp is all about. So WhatsApp is a platform where you can interact in communities, send messages, upload status and all that. So this is the kind of information that you're going to see in these 3 pages. Maybe the first one is connect with your friends, second one chatting community, third one send status, depending on the kind of information you get. Is that clear?
Yes, ma. Thank you, ma.
So next we are going to have now, let's design the login first. I won't design all the flows for the for our flow charts. Yeah, so I just pick some undo. Then just for you to familiarize yourself with what wireframe is all about. When we start designing properly, we can now design all of them. Give me a minute. So the login screen now should actually contain, I don't really know, but I just think of what we can put up. So the login screen should actually contain maybe like a logo. Yeah. So I'm going to copy this. I'm going to put it here, paste here. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to have like a logo. So we're going to have like a text that says welcome back. So I'm going to maybe take like a line. Let me just type it through. Login will tell you welcome back. Welcome back. We want you to put okay. You all can actually see my screen, right? Let me please confirm.
Yes, I can see your screen.
Okay. So this is so let's just make it 20 so that it accommodates other ones. So you have the app logo, and you have a welcome back. So you can now ask us to maybe put our to log in, you need your email and password. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to take it a rectangle, sorry. This is a B. Okay. Okay. So we're going to take a pencil and write enter email. Enter your email. We're going to increase it a little. Put it up here. I think we should go down to 16. Yeah. So since it's an input field, I'll remove the fill and give it a stroke. Since we like to give stroke. Yeah, this is okay. Bring it down a little. Control G to duplicate and Control D. Control G to group, sorry. Control D to duplicate. So this one is enter your password. Password. So this means something hard to get. Bring it closer. So the next thing we are going to have is forgot password. So I'm just going to copy this text or duplicate the text rather and put it here. So let's put forgot for people who have forgotten their password. Forgot password. I'm going to reduce it a little. Let's use a small text to shift it. Yeah. So I can actually underline it. See this underline here. This is this test for this I feel like this test is more clear. Just change others quickly. So that's why I need to be consistent. If I change the other ones and I don't change the rest, I'm not doing justice. So just go ahead and change everything to the same typeface to change the buttons. Okay. So forgot password. So the next thing we are going to have is let's get this button. Sometimes if you already have your elements, you don't need to like design them again from scratch. Here's that one. You can just since that it's behind, so I'm going to let's click to bring it to the front. Does it work? I don't know why it's not coming to the front. Check my brush. Yeah, like this. Because it's a group stick, not really coming in. And now that is in. So since it's a CTA button, I had to like make it color. The next thing we are going to have is so bear in mind that your login can actually ask to continue with Google and all that. So depending on how you want your users to log in. So for my own, I'm not putting continue with Google, continue with Facebook for people that actually like logged in with their Google account. Maybe we should just add it for stability sake. Okay. Then you can now sign up. So when you click here now, you sign up. So I'm going to make this bold. Yeah. I'm going to increase this page to say continue with Google or continue with email. Yeah. Do the same. Okay, we are good. Next thing I'm going to have, I'm just going to like put like a right continue maybe I can now put like a Google icon, just like something that shows that okay, we are adding like an icon here, maybe like Google icon. Yeah, so I'm going to change the color to let's see white. It's funny, but so you can actually continue with another. So I'm going to change the color to this. Yeah. These arrows are very sensitive. Just take it a little. Move this one closer. Okay, so we have our login screen. The next thing we're going to have is maybe somebody that wants to sign up. You know that when you're designing, you should design for everything. So for people that want to sign up with Google, you actually have to design a screen for it. For somebody that click on forgot password, you have to still like design a screen for it. So we're going to take out this skip here. We don't need skip here again. So next thing we're going to design is, so I'm just going to, let's duplicate this. I'm going to group it together, Control D, Control G, Control D to duplicate. G to group, D to duplicate. So this should be sign up screen. Anytime you're designing, you must design for all your people. So what happens when the user clicks on sign up? What happens when the user wants to continue with Google? What happens when the user wants to continue with this thing, Facebook? So for this now, you have create an account. You have create an account. So, hello. Yeah. So you have create an account. You can just have like another text that say enter your details, something pending. So I'm going to like reduce this to let's go down to like 14 so that to enter. So this account by okay, don't know the text to put. Just say sign up. Sign up with your personal information. I can't really think of a better content for this. I can just put it here. I bring it closer a little. Yeah. So for sign up, you have to ask the user to enter maybe their first name, name, maybe email address. First name, email address, yeah. Email address. That one. I'm going to take out. So I need to move this closer. Taking out this. Hope we are not sleeping. Let's not sleep. Please, I need like your, if you are following, please indicate on the chart. Okay. Professor said, sorry, so she said first name, surname, email address. So I don't know what else to write. Somebody should help me out. Okay. All right. Next thing you're going to ask the user to like in maybe their phone number, depending on the kind of content you want to put. I'm going to move this closer. I'm also increase this a little. So the next thing is enter password. So you have the user to enter password. Next thing I'm going to add the user to like confirm password. password. Okay. The sign up details are always bigger than login. Okay. Operate account, sorry, get started. Form is looking long. All right. So the next thing, you're going to ask the user to confirm their password. The actually other way to like register a user, they can actually do like OTP verification. Sorry, password. Just writing capital letter and small letter. Form is getting too long. I think I'll just stop here for this form. The next thing you're going to have is continue or maybe sign up. Sign up. So let me just see what we have here. So you can actually like the same way I added something like this to actually indicate that this is like an icon, or let me just even make it darker. An icon, or you can actually like add it here. Let me add it here. So like show. Okay. So maybe let's just make it like something that looks like eyes. Somebody's eyes. I don't know how. Actually do a test. Enter your name. So this one, we can enter your email. Your email. This test is not supposed to be here. So enter email address. So we can move it to this side. Yeah. The next one should be maybe +234 1 2 3 4. Just saying that the user should actually like enter like a phone number, a number, then password. You can actually like add a small shape that indicate that you can actually like I think, yeah, turn on hide your passwords. I think we should actually put that here. Let me just quickly do that. It's too big. I'll just add it here. All right, I give a test here. Enter email address. Right. Enter password. Move it to the side. So let's reduce this. Just leave it like that. So here should we sign up. Then we're going to still copy this text, Control D, and put it beneath. I already have an account, login. This is like this because I grouped it together. That's why it's not really coming. I already have an account. Login. I'm going to increase this. I'm clicking. I'm going to increase it and give more space. Okay. Let's just move it up. Yeah. You'll have like another button that says sign up with. So I'll just duplicate this. Just keep it beneath. Our this thing will not come here. Just copy it and paste it. See what it went to. Okay, so this one should be sign up. It's continuing a Google, I think. So we'll just leave it like this. So any questions so far? Anyone? Okay. Question, we are good. All right. Everybody is good. Sammy, please confirm that you can hear me.
Yes, I can hear you.
Right. Thank you so much. Okay, there's a question. Uchenna.
My question is not on the wireframe. I hope you can hear
Can't
me.
hear you. Speak up.
My question is not on the wireframe, but is on the fig jam. How do you rename that place you wrote wireframe, the title, where there is section? You know, you renamed it and it's on top of the toolbox, but mine is showing inside, disrupting the work. How will you raise it outside? Make it
So
outside top.
So when I zoom out, it's inside. When I zoom
Yes,
in,
like that.
it's outside.
Okay, when you zoom out, it will be outside.
Yes, if I zoom in now, it's inside the frame.
Okay. I
Just
thought I
zoom
was making it. Okay, thank you.
Want to delete this. Yeah. So I think we missed a step. Can anybody tell me what we missed? One person.
Good evening. Good evening, all. So I
Sorry.
guess is the forgot password.
Okay, that one was intentional.
Okay.
But let me hear your thoughts. Godfrey, go ahead.
Okay, like when you enter a mail password, you sign up. I think it should like it should take you to the onboarding screen. So sometimes if you maybe you forget your password, that's the login details. I think there should be a screen whereby you can see re-verify and change your password again before it will take you directly to the home page. That's what I was thinking.
For a new user.
No, like if a new user will enter a mail and password, they now sign up. That's the name, the email, the password. Then you to re-enter the password to confirm that the password is real or there's an error. Then after that, then you take you to the home page. Then maybe I feel maybe there's another screen that will be for forgot password again.
Yes, and there's another screen for if you not put the right password from our flow. Remember our flow. So if you don't put the right password, they say invalid or incorrect password, right?
Oh,
You have to,
that's the error column.
yes. So we're just designing like some screens. We're not really, but just like for you to have idea of what wireframe is. Like we didn't even design for continuing with Google and all that.
Okay.
Thank you. When you're designing, you have to design for everything. It's just for us to like get familiarize ourselves with wireframe, how to create one. We want to do all the flow. We won't leave here today. Just to replace you. So something happened when I increased the. Yeah, you have a question, Angel.
Yes, ma. Ma, please, where do you get that computer write-up? This appsing, wherever. How do we get it?
Okay.
Please,
And dummy test, Lauren Ishin. Okay, the same way you got your own splash. Remember how you got the on splash plugin?
Yes, ma.
Yes. So when you left click, you go to plugin. If you don't have it, you click manage plugin. Then you look for it. See the name.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
No problem. So let's continue. I think the first thing to do when you want to log in is to verify the email. So I think we missed that. We had to verify before you enter your account number. But for this one, we just have to like enter the user's detail and create account. This can still work, but sometimes they will ask you to like verify your email and all that. So I would just really want us to like move to maybe what's maybe let's move to like the home page. I'll be the home screen, yeah. So if it says our home screen again, home screen you have okay, so you have to home screens, we have add money, account balance, and all that. Wow, that's a lot. I'll just quickly do it. See. Yeah, Jessica.
Hello.
Yes, can you hear me? Go ahead. I can hear you. Go ahead.
Can you hear me? Okay. I wanted to say you did not add surname.
You only wrote first name there. And I wanted to answer that verified password. You did not come in.
Sorry, come again.
We can get good
I
talk.
wanted to tell you in this create an account, you did not add surname. And again, I
Yeah,
wanted to answer that verified password. I wanted to answer it. You did not call me.
verified surname. I'm not getting that one.
No, that verified email that you said you missed. I wanted to answer that one. You did not
Okay, let's
call
answer
me.
the question.
I wanted to answer that one.
You just type. I'm not really getting it. Type, let me check it out on the
Can
chat.
you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Go ahead. Jessica, type.
She said she wanted to answer a question, but you did not call her.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't see your hand. Thank you, Dami. So you can actually like put full name, last name, email, depending on the kind of information that you want to display. This one should be our home screen. So okay, let's just say this is like a success page where after you have logged in, you get like an indication that okay, yeah. So please bear in mind that this is not like a complete flow. We're just trying to pick some of the screens and design so that you will know how. So at your own time, you make your research and design for your app or your product. So we're just trying to like pick some and try designing for them. Okay. So for the home page, I think I will need you guys input on this one, home screen. Home screen, we will need, these are the things we are going to be needing on the home screen for this, our FinTech app. Any idea? Okay. Someone said profile.
Then we have show notification.
Sorry, if you're not asked to speak, don't speak. Raise up your hand, I'll call your name, then you speak, or you can just type on the chat. Yeah. Okay, so for the home screen now, we're designing for, okay, we have transaction, we have menu, we have home button, add money. Okay, thank you. Yeah, we'll take it one after the other. I'll start from the top to the bottom. If we don't really include anything, bear with me. Yeah, so I'm designing from my head now. Yeah, that's why I need your input. Let me delete all this. Yeah, so this is like a FinTech app. So we're going to have, let's start from the bottom. Let's start from the bottom. So start by putting our navigation. So we can just play around with shapes here. Let me zoom in a bit too. So this, I think this size is okay. Or maybe reduce it a bit. Okay. I'm going to take my pen too and write home. Home. So we have home. What other thing can we have on our navigation bar? So I'll just increase it to, I think 14 is okay. What other thing can we have in our navigation, on our navigation bar? Okay, nobody knows. Okay, we have settings too. Okay. So let's say since the fintech, we need cards now. Or let's say transaction. Transaction. Let's say we're going to have let's say settings. Or let's say card, then let's say card, then settings. Yeah. So somebody say settings. So let's say cards. Cards. Okay. It's actually moving. You have to adjust it manually. Now when we go to Figma, I want to show you how to do this thing on Figma. So that you can pick the one that is okay for you to work with. This we can just say settings. Does not work like that. Okay, so tidy up will help to distribute the space in between. Yeah, so we have our menu. So let's just arrange it a little. So it should be in the center. Yeah. Okay, so the next thing we're going to have like a profile. So let me just put small head. Make it maybe like my profile picture or zoom in. The profile picture should have like a text that says hi, your name, hi the user's name, Chiamaka. This profile picture is looking big. I feel like this works. Yeah. So in mid fidelity, you can also play around with icons. So let's try adding icons here to make it a bit faster for us. So I'm going to left click. I'm going to go to my plugin. I'm going to go to manage plugin. Then let's use for feather icon. I think that's the name. And then I really remember. Sure. Feather icons or fonts awesome. Yeah. There are a lot of fonts out there. I'm just looking for the one that we can actually play around with. Awesome. I don't know this one. Let me just use this one, Iconify. Yeah, so let's use this is an icon so that you can also add to your design. Okay, so let's just look for okay, let's look for notification. Okay. Just drag and drop. Yeah. Let's just take, since we need a notification here, can't really do a notification, so let's just put it For this one too, you can also like put like somebody's head. Okay. You see, working with plugins makes your work easy. Like you see the test, instead of thinking of what to like put, you can actually like use a dummy test. Instead of drawing head and all that, I can just use plugin icon and do that. But we get to that. I just want to make use of one or two because of time. So I'm going to copy it. I'm going to paste to replace. Yeah. I'm going to bring it down. I'm going to reduce the space in between. Do you understand? Yeah. So the next thing we're going to have is more like a balance sheet. If we are all clear, indicate on the chart so that I know that we are clear. Only one person. Thank you. So I should try winged icon. Wow, thank you. I've not used that before. Try it out. Okay, we are clear. Good to go. So this is a fintech app. So you should have your balance here. Maybe balance and don't know what else we're going to have for now. Okay, available balance. Thank you, Jessica. Let me just add that here. Please bear in mind that wireframe, they're not supposed to be fine. It's just like supposed to like communicate functionality. So if this one is not really fine, just know that it's not the main design and it's just to like show layouts. Available balance, okay? So keep it up here. I should just make it white for accessibility's sake. Hope you remember what I said about contrast. Our second class. If you remember, say hi on the chat. So I don't have Naira sign. I should just use dollar then. For now, I'll show you how to get Naira sign on your laptop when we start designing properly. Wow, that's too much money. So I just increase the balance. Yeah. So I can actually use 20. That will not be too big. Can you remember what I said about contrast? Okay, yeah, people remember Bello, China. So the rest, we don't remember. Only 3 people. Wow. Nami, please, you have to give them quiz. To Nami, please, give them quiz. Yeah, they don't remember what I taught them.
Okay, I know what to do.
Okay, thank you. So, okay, so I'll just change this to, let's say, white. That's not the idea. Okay, let's see white. Maybe I'll have like a plus add money. This was on our somebody's on the board. I was thinking that somebody was on the board, on the Figma board. I can also share the Figma board with few people so that you can check it out later. So we have available balance. Available balance we normally have like icons, so in case you want to cover it. For those of us that don't have money, I don't want people to see us finish. So I'll just use icon for this one. So let's just use hide. hide. Can I see? Okay, so thank you. Can I change this to white? That's a problem. Can't really change this to white now because it's here. So it's another way to do it. Change this to like and put this here. Put this here. And this is not a good practice, but since it's a wireframe, I actually like what put it. I think I'll just leave it here. I think it's okay. So next thing we're going to have now cards, different cards. I'm going to duplicate this. I'm going to write different cards. Maybe this one is maybe somebody's on this board. So you can now have like bank transfer, withdraw, and all that. So we just have bank transfer and withdraw. So bank transfer. Let's increase it. Okay. No, not a button, it's a card. Then we can have what else can we add? Withdraw. Maybe I don't know what else you can add here now. Any idea? Okay, let's see. Pay bill. Yeah, let's leave it as pay bill. I'm not sure. Should have that. I will just leave it as bank transfer and for now. It's smaller. Then you can also have other cards like airtime, charge card. I'll just let's make it fast now. I think we are running late. I also have other cards beneath, like airtime, airtime. I also have like data. So we just stop here. That's this for now. I'm going to I'm trying to I think we have a question. Gabriel, hold on, I'll attend to you. Give me a minute. So the next thing we're going to have let's just say transaction history. So I'm just going to take a card. I take a shape and just place it here. This is just like a home page, shouldn't have much information. Okay. Transaction history, I don't know what kind of information we should have there. Okay, so it's more like tests and money test, maybe the icon test money, icon test money. So just use our plugin again because I cannot draw card. Let me just say card now. Just use any card at all. Just maintain consistency by using this one. The next thing we're going to have is a bank transfer. This is too big. Let's bring it small. Okay, transfer to Messi.
Okay.
So we can reduce this to 14. So after this one, we'll just check how to do it on other platforms just quickly. We can call it a 9. So let's say today's date, June 14th, 2024. Let's just make it 2024. It's okay. Then we can just duplicate this test here and put it as a price. So let's have so we can now have like a test. Okay, sorry, just duplicate this. Control D, you have a test like says successful. Pending, since it says transaction history, you have like successful, declined, and all that. So let me just arrange it quickly. All right. Control this and this. Right, like that. Yeah, just take out the last one. So we have our home page that contains profile, notification, account balance, add money, bank transfer, transaction history. So I'll just take my pen here and write transaction history. I can just, yeah, and reduce. Okay, 14 is still okay. Yeah. Does anyone have questions so far? Any question? Okay, Gabriel.
Okay, Emma, there's this question I want to ask concerning this add money, the view and not view. I don't know how you did that thing. Like now, the stuff they use in viewing balance and closing balance.
This stuff.
Yes,
Okay, this is
yes.
like a plugin. This is an icon plugin. They can, instead of drawing it, we might not have the time, like the way I was drawing other ones. We decided to like incorporate plugin. But still maintain our black and white and gray.
Okay.
Exactly. You know how to add your
No,
plugin, right?
but I want to know how you got the plugin itself.
So I left click, went to plugin, manage plugin, search for Iconify, and I got it. The same way that you got Unsplash. So you just have to look for the here like that. Gift, do you have a question?
Thank you.
Gift, do you have a question? It's not
Yes,
here.
ma. Good evening, ma'am. Yes. Good evening, ma. Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for the class. Thank you. Okay, my question is, ma, please, I was thinking you will just show the is it the home screen of the transaction, something like that, instead of saying somebody that wants to, as in writing the name of the person that you want to transfer to the home screen of the.
Please speak up. Gift, can you hear me? Speak up, let me hear you.
Okay, I said I was thinking you are going to only list the home screen of the transaction, whatever, instead of writing the name of the person and all that.
You know, this is my own app, right?
Okay,
this is the way I want to structure my information. If you feel like this transaction history should be on a different page, people put it in a different page. That's why you need to like study your competitors, your information architecture. You don't need to like copy someone. Some people can actually like put, I think OPay, they have transaction history up here. So once you click on transaction history, it should take you to transaction history page. But my own, I want to have it here. I want to like put it here on my home page, so that you can also click on view more and you load more transactions, depending on how you want to structure your information. Exactly.
Yes, thank you so much.
All right. Any other question? Since we don't have question, let's quickly go and check how to do it on another place. I'm not sure time will permit. Okay. Gabriel.
Hello, ma. My question is based on, I want to know how you like how you got this corner radius.
Okay, Gabriel, watch me. So when I take a shape, right?
Yeah.
This is a shape now. I'm going to change the color to this color, this orange color. I can always change the shape from here. Are you with me?
Okay.
Yes. So then if I want to add like a rectangle, rounded rectangle, I can.
Yeah.
If I want, yeah, depending on, you can just play around.
No, I know about this thing. It's all about the corner radius.
I think it was not done manually. I just clicked on this rounded rectangle and I got it.
Okay.
So that's what I did.
Okay, then you shaped it.
I didn't shape anything, Gabriel. Okay, so I'm going to start again. So I'm going to take a rectangle, right? So let's put it in a normal rectangle. Let's see. Okay, so the moment I clicked here and so I use like a rectangle like this, something small like this. Right? The moment I clicked on the rounded, it just changed it for me. So let's see if it's big. Like that. So that I just played around with the shape. I didn't do anything.
All right. Well, okay. But I don't know how to do this on this fig jam.
Yeah, you just practice more. You get to understand it. It's not hard. So you can try wireframing your your this thing, your user flow, your information architecture.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So with that, we have come to the end of today's class. On Wednesday, I will introduce us to another tool that we can use to do our wireframe. I don't want to take much time today because you still have your tasks to submit and finish up and submit. So call it a night, and please submit your task before the deadline, and see you all.
Please, I have a question on that tax.